Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for tuning in to another night of short track racing here. Crooked Line Racing's Wednesday night late model stock series presented by Bad Company Racing. I want to thank Bad Company Racing for coming on and sponsoring the series. It's been a banger of a season so far. Third race of the season, as always, joined by my co-host and cohort, Mr. Kyle the Wild Man Wellman. Kyle, how you doing, brother?
Well, I'm doing pretty good tonight. How about you, Tanner?
Well, I know I was just watching you race prior to this session going live, and you actually got you a win at Daytona, so I'm sure you're coming into tonight really stoked, really happy, and probably ready to call some more good short track racing, huh?
Oh yeah, going from the big oval at Daytona down to the little track tonight. We're gonna have a blast.
I mean, going from Daytona to Stafford, it's almost as if you could race a shopping cart around here. With how
don't tempt me, I might do it.
With how big Daytona is compared to a track like Stafford. Let's see if we can pull up some track facts really quick here. And let's see what we got. As far as the race info. Give me just a moment. Make sure it's coming up on my end too. That way I can see as well. Come on, SDK. Don't let me down tonight. It's going to. All right, well, it looks like we have about 137 degree track temp. As there we go. Now she comes up. 137 degree track temp, well, so that tells me these boys are going to be slipping and sliding all night long.
Yeah, that's a pretty hot track. Not the hottest we've seen, but it's definitely up there. And I think we might actually, for the first time, have to see these boys conserve a right rear tire.
I truly believe it. And while we're at it, let's pull up the keys to victory for tonight as well. And Wellman, I did send you those, so you can actually go over them as I work on stuff behind the scenes here. We'll get them pulled up for the folks. So there's your keys to victory. Wellman, the floor is yours.
All right. First and foremost, we got to save the right front tire early, as the track's going to be hot, not a lot of grip, and they're going to be pushing. So right front's always king at these short tracks. Number 2 is protecting the low lane. This is another track just like we seen last week where the outside really doesn't have any momentum unless it's on a restart. And track position is going to be important, and the way to keep that is staying on the bottom. And third, qualifying is important. Once again, track position. I think we're going to see a lot of bumping and banging tonight for passes. It might be the only way to really get around anyone tonight. 4 is avoiding the carnage. Here, yeah, there can be some big wrecks, but it's not like a Lanier where once there's a wreck, everyone just piles in. There's some room to go here. There's pretty good size infield. You can go through the grass and avoid them, but still, you don't want to get caught up in a wreck. We got 85 laps tonight, or 85 laps on a fuel run tonight. And then the race length is 100 laps. So we might see a couple people trying to make that full distance, but I think it's going to be pretty tough for them to do. So I think we're going to see at least one pit stop. Might even be early on.
I think so as well. I think with a track temp of 137 degrees, I mean, that's it's going to be slick. I know one of the keys was protect the right front, right? I mean, but I hear that temperature, and I'm thinking protect the right rear. We're watching Zimmerman right here. He's yawed out on corner entry, and he's leaving black marks on the track each and every lap. So definitely going to be using the right rear as well tonight. Now, is the car going to be loose on the long run? We've yet to really see that in practice so far, but we haven't really gotten the chance to watch a lot of practice laps either. So kind of flying into it blind, honestly.
I'm seeing Zimmy doing what I thought would end up doing to kind of stabilize the cars. Hitting that apron and both ends of the track, just hitting that apron. It helps settle the car down a little bit, but if you're down there too long, you start pushing. You just want to get down there just quick enough to get the car to set and to turn a little bit better. I see he just barely nicks it, and then he hits it again on exit, trying to keep the car down.
As we just pulled up Mr. Brian Zimmerman. Brian, you're live in TSP's booth. Got a copy?
I got you, man. How you doing tonight?
Well, I'm glad to hear and see that you're back. I won't elaborate any more on that, but give us a lap around Stafford, brother, the weekly lap.
Yeah, man. Well, this track, it's going to be really important, that right front. The right front is going to be a big key tonight. Coming off of 4 here, sometimes I like to run a little bit on that inside of that white line. Down the front straightaway, you're going to be up against the wall, off the throttle and on the brakes. Try to get it to rotate before you get it on the throttle. Once you get on the throttle, try to hold that white line and ride it all the way out to the outside wall. Coming down the back straight, same thing. You want to be on the white line there. Let it rotate. Then use your rear tires to rotate the car around, and that's 1 lap around Stafford.
Well, Zim, as always, you make it sound a lot easier, but then when y'all get out here mixing and mingling in this traffic, I know it's going to be a doozy. One of the keys to the race tonight was qualifying being super important. How much are you focusing on qualifying pace here with these final 5 minutes of practice?
Well, I think qualifying is going to be very important, but there's also going to be a call midway through the race where you come down. Do you come down and get 4 tires or not? Do you come down and get fuel so it'll rotate more? Because this car is going to build tight, so you might see some people in the middle of the pack or even some other peel off. It might be the move of the race to come down about midway and get tires if we have a caution, because tires do matter here. Probably if we get the problem with taking tires in this race, though, track position is so important.
Right.
And if you get 1 or 2 cautions right after you get your tires, it'll equal out. So, that's going to be the move of the race, I think. Who decides to come down pit road, take tires, and if they do, are they going to get enough green flag laps to get back up front?
Right. So me and Chris talked about it on the broadcast last night, and me and Wellman's talked about it. It seems like 2 tires right now is the call each and every race, right? And it's simply not because 2 tires are better. It's just simply we can't afford really to lose the track position week in and week out. So I'm waiting though for that guy Keith Mack last night. Almost put 4 tires on late and ended up finishing second. Almost won the race. So I'm waiting for that 4 tire strategy to come back and trump 2 tires, but just hasn't done it as of late. So it's Stafford tonight.
There are some tracks that it does benefit taking 4. I don't know if that'll be tonight, but there are some tracks we run that 4 tires is worth it. Like you said, track like this tonight, track position is going to be so important. If you come down pit road by yourself, definitely take 4. But if you come down with 8 or 9 other cars, you're probably only going to need to take 2.
Right, and no fast repair, right? So that would make me emphasize qualifying even more. Well, Zimmy, we know you didn't get to turn a whole lot of laps of practice. Let's get back down there and talking with your team, talking over some final little pieces of strategy before we get this race started, brother.
Sounds great, man. Hopefully we'll talk to you later tonight.
All right, then, boss. Good luck. All righty, Cal.
One thing I'm noticing here is as Timmy gets up into that second lane, those marbles are about halfway down into the second lane on the exit. I think as drivers start hitting those, we're going to have some problems.
What Cal's talking about, I mean, if you look right here, especially turn 1 and 2, I saw it right then when Zimmy went by. See if this camera angle will show it. All those little black dots, black specks up there, that's marbles, and that's basically just trash. That's rubber pieces off the car, that's grit and stuff off the track. And lap after lap, these guys just keep throwing it up there. And, I mean, it just accumulates over the course of a race, right? Some races are cleaned off the track. Tonight's race, they are not. So, that high groove, it's going to have to be worked in.
Yeah, for people that may not know, never really raced race cars or not, but if you ever ridden motorcycles or anything really, it's almost like driving on sand. As soon as you hit it, you just slide.
Definitely going to be a storyline to watch for sure. As Larry Bell's going up in them right now. Zach Murphy coming down pit road probably just to get 4 new tires. Got 2 minutes left to practice for qualifying starts. So these drivers are going to tidy up here, and we're going to throw it down trackside to Mullet Music Productions Joshua Rutherford for tonight's rendition of the National Anthem. We'll be back momentarily.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the peril of laps we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Alrighty, folks, we got that music rocking and rolling. Hopefully, shout out to John. Hopefully, we don't forget it and leave it running for 35 laps tonight. Haven't been feeling great lately, so I've been taking cough and cold medicine before we come live here. And, yeah, it's been beating up on me. But I was wondering last night why my OBS was looking so weird. It was because I had the wrong scene playing, and I just never picked up on it. So these drivers are finishing up practice here. We're going to scoot on into qualifying. We're going to do something we don't typically do. Normally, we watch these guys qualify. Then we get our pick. No, not tonight. Before the first car even hits the track. Who's your pick tonight, Wellman?
I know it's hard. I don't really want to jinx anybody, but I think we got to go with Brian Hacker. He's fast. He's been running really fast laps every lap, and we'll see what he can do in qualifying here, though.
So you're taking Hacker, the newcomer. Or not the newcomer, he's actually a returning face to Cricket Line. Sam Lawson's taking the number 44 out. I'm going to go... So the Go Chain Cowboy won last week. He's got to start in the back. So it's going to be tough to pick Justin. So let me think. I'm torn between him, though, and Kyle O'Danick. I'm going Kyle O'Danick. I'm going to do O'Danick just because Coleman's having to start in the back tonight.
That's a pretty good pick. Haven't really watched him too much in these cars. I've really only seen him race the tour mods.
That's me too. I'm not
He's
super
really
with him.
fast.
I know he's really quick in the tour mods at Stafford, so I'm hoping that translates over, which I'm sure it will. O'Danick's been fast in everything he's drove so far that I've saw, but I'm not super familiar with him here in these late model stocks. As Brian Zimmerman holds down provisional pole, first lap around, going to see if he can get a little quicker with the number 28 machine going off in a 3 and 4.
Yeah, Dale Ogburn up to second place. So speaking of tour mods, he won his real life tour mod race last week. So
he did. Shout out to Dale.
Yep, shout out to him. He's sitting P2 right now in qualifying.
As my pick, O'Danick, out on track here. First lap around the circuit, only 10th quickest. So hold on, boys and girls. Maybe I want to take my pick back.
He ran really high there in 1 and 2. That's going to hurt him.
I thought his car was solid black too, but there is a red 21 on the side of it. It's faint, but it's there. See if this second lap around for the 21 gets a little quicker.
Yep,
it
up to
indeed.
P4.
P4. This guy, Brandon Nevis, he's super fast on these flat technical style tracks. These are the type of tracks I think of them as a driver's track. You got to really, really be careful how you approach a track like this because you can burn off a right front, right rear super quick. Elvis
P2 on lap 1.
Elvis is proven to be quick at these flat style tracks. So Myrtle Beach or LA Coliseum. We're going to see if he can get a little quicker here.
My pick Hacker up to P1 he ran 300ths faster than his practice time.
Not even going to take a second lap. Forego a second lap. Thinks the first lap might be good enough to hold, and it may be. Dalton Creech out on track right now for his second lap, coming out of 3 and 4 here. Was 13th fastest first time around the circuit. This time by basically a little bit slower.
I'm seeing something we haven't really seen much in these cars, and there's a pretty significant gap from the pole to 20th right now in times. Usually they're stacked right on top of each other, but there's almost a second difference.
I wonder if that kind of equates to a little bit bigger style track, but Stafford's not really that big of a track. I wonder what that is, because, yeah, we normally do. We see them, shoot, man, right on top of each other, separated by a 10th, as Murphy coming around here was P6, first time by, second lap around the track. No faster.
So we got Brad Carpenter out there going for his first lap. He's he's pulling it off. Must not have liked it very much. Might restart from the pits here.
That was Brad's second lap. This is Prettyman's lap and a half, so he's coming to turn 2 here. And this should be the final qualifier, I do believe. There's still Tyler Clemens and the Creative Vets machine yet to go. And then Justin Coleman, last week's winner, we know he cannot qualify.
I'm wondering if the track got hot. Nobody's really been able to get inside the top 10 these last few qualifiers. I'm guessing the track maybe got hot and got slick.
Are you able to where you can hear the chat in here?
No, I am not.
No.
No. I have a potato for a PC, so we're running both at the same time. Just it doesn't work very well.
Potato. All right, so my pick, Kyle O'Danick. Looks like he's going to be firing off P8. Your pick looks like he's going to be firing off P1. So got some ground to make up here with old Kyle O'Danick, but I have faith.
Brian Hacker is fast in practice and qualifying, but he's got some really good drivers behind him.
Some hungry drivers, but you mentioned it. He was quick time in practice, and he backed it up with quick time in qualifying. 19.966 for Mr. Brian Hacker in the 011 machine. Mr. Brian Zimmerman. So it's a battle of the Brians, just spelled slightly different. Row number 1. Brandon Elvis inside row number 2 with Dale Ogborn in the 33, starting to his outside P4. Christopher Smith, another Bad Company racing guy. And the number 80, he'll be rolling off in P5.
All right, then in 6th place, we got Zach Murphy in the 29. 7th is Anthony Rennick. To his outside is Kyle O'Danick. Then we got the governor, Sam Lawson, starting P9. And to his outside is Todd Lamphere.
You said that so gangster, and I love it. I'm here for it. And starting outside the top 10, 1 spot shy in the number 2, the Deuce machine of Scotty Stevens. And then Guy Barrett, the old Deuce, starting to his outside. 13th, we have Derek Stanley. Dalton Creech, 14th. Rob Hattenbach in the 00 machine, firing off in 15th.
Then we got Chris Sawyer starting 16th. Brad Carpenter, 17th. Joshua Vermillion in 18th. Larry Bell in 19th. And rounding out the top 20 is Alex Smith.
Mitchell Muma, number 98, starting 21st. Kevin Prettyman in the 88, starting 22nd. Tyler Clemens, 23rd. Justin Coleman, 24th. So Coleman's playing shotgun to the field here. I mean, it's the highs and lows of Crooked Line Racing. You win a race, it's great until the next week, because that following week, you know you can't qualify. You know you're starting in the back. So going to be interesting, but tough for the 14 machine. As let me pull up the points as they pace around here. Our points leader coming into tonight is none other than Mr. Brian Zimmerman. He holds a 5-point lead over second place Justin Coleman. Brad Carpenter's 3rd, Zach Murphy 4th, and Brandon Elvis 5th. So Zimmy, he's starting up outside pole. Got a great start for a night of points here.
I was getting mesmerized here with Zimmy and Brandon Elvis, though, that they both got chrome gold numbers. So I was getting a little lost in those. But I think the goal for Zimmerman right here on this start is to just try and get to that bottom and right in front of Elvis, because Elvis will pounce.
Right.
He'll take that hole if it's there.
You got to try to get down. That was one of the keys to victory tonight, right? You have to try to get off that high side. There's a freight train. It will come on the low side. And the track like Stafford, what I worry about most, I worry about somebody driving it in hard and hitting the apron and then shoving up into you, right? So you just got to be careful on the outside lane here. Worst case scenario, if Zimmy could fall back behind Elvis here, his green flag is out. We're racing here. If Zimmy can fall behind Elvis here, he'll be P3 for all other restarts, but right now it looks like he's gonna hang it out right here.
I tell you what, that was a
Whoa!
he's hanging 10. I was just about to say that was a great start by Zimmerman, but he threw it in there trying to get all he could get on exit, but that second lane just hasn't heated up yet.
Going to lose some spots here for sure. Just a matter of how many. Elvis to the inside, Ogborn looking to the inside now.
Yeah, good job by Ogburn getting to the bottom. He started right behind Zimmerman, and he got to the bottom pretty easy.
Now, Zimmy does have a little bit of room if he wants to get in front of Chris Smith here. Almost cut the losses. Whoa, almost contact there. Zimmy is having to fight that car each and every corner up there in the marbles. We talked about it in the pre-race show. Has his hands full, but has gotten down.
Yeah, one of the keys is saving that right rear in those last couple turns. He was not saving that right rear.
I don't think he was saving much of anything right then, trying his hardest to get down. Saw Brian Hacker here as we're already 4 laps into this event. Got Brandon Elvis Dale Ogburn right there, 1, 2, and 3 of Ogburn.
Simi getting loose again on the apron there. I'm wondering if he changed some brake bias after qualifying and just hasn't gotten used to it yet, or what.
Right.
He's also taking a much shallower entry, and maybe the car's just not settled by the time he hits the gas.
As it looks like everybody's pretty much minding their P's and Q's. Got to go back a little bit.
Oh, Joshua Vermillion getting turned 15 up in the air.
Alex Smith, Vermillion, Larry Bell, last night's winner, all involved. I was literally going back here because this was the only double file racing we had. I was saying top portion was all minding their P's and Q's, but right here.
I tell you what, it might be too soon to call, but once again, 3 weeks in a row, Larry Bell with good hands of the race.
I don't know if that's good hands or not.
He might have got a little bit of damage on that right front. Yep, it's crumpled up a little bit, but as long as that wheel's straight.
It looked like it could possibly be wheel damage. I'm trying to give us a shot. I don't know. Let's see what the 43 car elects to do here. I wish we had just a normal backward shot of it.
So most of these drivers probably have figured out by now, if not. So when we start these races on Wednesday nights, they only start with about half a fuel tank full, but they can come in right now and fill up, and they will make it to the end. Let's see if anybody elects to do that.
So far, the only car on pit road. I lied because a few of them's coming. We got 3 coming down pit road. Now, remember, Belsky was involved in the accident, so probably going to check his damage as last week's winner, Justin Coleman, also down. So no tires here. You see none of the cars getting jacked up. Taking a little bit of fuel here, and somebody like Larry Bell's case, maybe just trying to get that car fixed up. Now, remember, no fast repair in this series. You get damage, you got to fix it. And you're seeing the repercussions of that right now. That's why the 43 is still on pit road. 34 is as well. It's possible 34's night could be done.
Yeah, he took a really hard hit to the outside, and then he got jacked up in the air by the 15 car. So he might have a broken fuel cell and a couple other broken suspension parts. So see if he can get her fixed up and at least get out and get some points. It is only lap 9, so he might be able to recover some.
As Larry Bell and Kevin Prettyman both going to go a lap down. You see the field passing by right there. Wait, no, they may not go a lap down, right? Is that a lap down?
Yeah, they'll be a lap down. They spent a lot of time fixing damage, but it'll be, I believe, just them 2 1 lap down, so they'll be fighting for that lucky dog if another caution comes out.
That sucks, though, man, to get behind the 8 ball that early. But that showed, I mean, that damage was pretty significant for Larry Bell because he stayed in pit road had a 32-second stop right there, Wellman.
Yeah, you say it's early, but I think it was right on time. Now they've got 90 laps where they can still go out there and try to recover. We got Hacker here laying way off the pace car. Maybe he's going to try to get a good jump here on everybody in the middle of the turn and set sail. No, pace car's still out on track.
I wonder if the 2 machine here is saving a lot of fuel. He slowed way down right then.
That could be. I mean, if they do it right and they keep getting cautions, they'll be able to save enough.
He's riding in 2nd gear, brother. Not even in 4th, just riding in 2nd. Heck, that could possibly be 1st, Wellman. He's in
Yeah.
first gear.
Maybe it could be audio issues, maybe, but I don't know. I'd be saving. That's what I would be doing.
Right. And Brian, I think he seems like he's been around on the sim long enough. No, he knows about the fuel. As Brian gets
Great
a great
jump by
launch.
Hacker.
Great launch by Hacker.
Elvis, great move to the inside. And we got Zimmy up on the high side again, hoping to maybe get in this hole right here. If you throw it down there, nope, not quite. Double zero has the corner there. Oh, as the zero slides up, almost making contact.
Zimmy was kind of halfway pregnant right then. He wanted down. You could tell he wanted to get down, but he thought better of it. He just realized that it was going to be too close for comfort, and that's why you saw him. He eased down a little bit and realized, nope, can't do it. He aborted. Heads up move by the 28. Now he's going to set it up in there. Holy cow.
Got it woed up.
Cliff. Got it woed up just enough. Stuck the corner. Hell, he could have learned something for later on in this race now. He knows how deep he can drive and make it stick. That was impressive.
I still think he's battling some handling issues there. He's pushing a lot in the turns now. I don't. Maybe he's got something figured out that others haven't, or he's struggling.
Got Chris Smith, Zach Murphy, and Anthony Rennick all in tow right behind him as well. But this track, I mean, you're just going to see this. It's going to be a tale all season long. On these tracks like this, especially a short line dominant or a low line dominant short track like this, it's going to be tough to pass. It's going to take a few laps. You got to really work over that guy in front of you. And I mean, you got to try to use that mirror to your advantage, right? Fill that mirror up, make them force a mistake out of their car. That's about the only way you can pass when you get up towards the front, because everybody in here is so stinking fast.
Yeah, really close together in times, and it's either you got to scare someone into a Zimmy gets loose again. But you gotta scare someone into making a desperate move and messing up, or you just gotta put a bumper to him.
Zimmy's in prime jeopardy right here to lose 3 spots. Because, I mean, he's got those tires obviously overcooked right now. They are hot. I mean, they are hot. He's loose again. Sliding out to the wall. May have made wall contact right there. I've never seen Zimmy fighting an ill-handling car this bad.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. That's got to be more than just brake bias. Those tires are cooked, and this track is hot, and it's going to be near impossible to cool them down when you're on the outside like he is right now.
No, because he's having to basically, I mean, we're not even thinking about saving right now for Zimmy. He's going 110% because he knows, he sees that line of cars to the inside. There goes one. Chris Smith, advantage to him. Zimmy's going to fight back a little bit here, but he's going to lose a war right here. Chris is going to, should get clear of him off of turn 4. He's going to get clear of the 28. Now the 29 of Murphy. He's going to start working over this 28.
Throws it down in that tiny hole there. Good thing Zach Murphy has good awareness there. Backed it up. Didn't get into him. But Zimmy just got in there a little hard and slid up the track.
It hurt Zimmy. He went down and drove in deep trying to make sure he didn't get hit right then. It actually hurt him. I think if he would have stayed high, I think he could have possibly raced the 29 right here. It may have already gotten down. I mean, you never know. It's racing right. Hindsight's 20/20. Now Rennick to the inside of the 28. Just bad news for the 28 machine currently going backwards.
So we look back here at Sam Lawson. He's running good. He's just running in his race, hanging out, probably saving tires as he sees a bunch of cars up battling in front of him. He'll just sit there and wait.
As Anthony Rennick, I say it every weekend or every week, he's waiting for one of these lanes to prevail. He's thinking, I don't care which one of you it is, but one of y'all's got to make this pass and hurry up because I'm ready to come. He's looking in between them right now, just waiting.
He's pressing that good old-fashioned intimidator button on both of them right now.
I mean, look what he sees out his windshield. He sees a little bit of open air there. Going to get a great run on Zimmerman. Zimmy is fighting that car, ladies and gentlemen. Let's jump on board with Zimmy on this outside lane. Having to put a lot of will into it, Alex.
Loose, real loose.
Cal. Really loose right there.
This is something we haven't really seen with this car too much. Is these cars getting loose? They're usually really stable, and you can really dog them. But tonight, at least Zimmerman is having troubles.
So our points leader, Brian Zimmerman, started P2, but already back to P7 now. He could be trying to save a little bit.
Smacks the wall.
He could be trying to save a little bit, but man, oh man, he's putting on one hell of a show to be trying to save a little bit, if he is.
I don't think he's saving, and I wouldn't be surprised if we get a caution around lap 15. He comes and takes all 4.
I mean, he's definitely going to take rights for sure. Let's see if we
yeah.
can. So we know Zimmy's coming in as a points leader. P2, Justin Coleman, the white and pink machine here, coming into tonight, second in the point standings. Had to start dead last in the field, up 11 spots since he started this race. But look at that car. That car's not pristine, and that car is not clean. Got some damage on the front end.
It could be helping him. It could be cooling off that right front brake there.
Junior style, huh? At Martinsville?
Martinsville, yeah. Martinsville, I think it was 2004, I believe.
I've tried to find that race, so you think it is 2004?
I believe it is 2004.
Tried to find it on the NASCAR Classics website and couldn't find it.
It was when they were still running the Impala SS, I believe.
Okay. See, I was thinking for whatever reason it was like 2007, 2008, and that race is not on there.
It might have been. I know it was still in the 8 Bud car.
Right.
So it would have been, so yeah, anywhere 2007 and before. So as he started in the 88 and 2008.
Right. Okay. Then I'll look tonight. Saw Brian Hacker, though, out front. Folks, we don't normally do this, but we got to pay some bills. We're going to throw it over to Tripods in the Wild, the newest sponsor for Crooked Line Racing. They come on board for Tuesday nights, but we like to take care of ours. We'll be back in just a few moments. Howdy, folks. We are back. Thank you to Tripods in the Wild. You can check them out over on YouTube.com and also on Facebook.com. So check out Tripods in the Wild. Kyle, tell us a little bit about Tripods in the Wild, if you would.
Yeah, so I'm actually. Oh, Zimmerman's off track in the grass. Oh no!
Hold that thought for me just a second, Kyle.
That's not going to be a caution either.
No, he's off the track.
And he's not moving.
I feel like something may have happened here.
Oh, I think that's just wheel problem or something.
He drives it down there.
Yep.
Something's going on. He drove the car down there. Oh, Carpenter getting turned.
Carpenter getting turned by, who is that? Is that
no,
76? Oh, no.
Why do you move? I don't understand. I know I'm just a broadcaster tonight, but man, oh man, why do you move there?
Justin Coleman just bringing it straight to pit road. He's going to go get damage fixed as much as he can. He's probably broke. Right front might be broke. There's a pile up behind there, too.
Yeah.
Oh,
he probably is pissed, huh? He's probably not happy here. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, Justin Coleman got the old double tap, it looks like.
Let's see what happens here. Riding above the 31 car. Gets into the back of the 14. Now, how does Braggett turn around all this?
Right here. He just drives up. Oh, that was net code. That's a lot of net code. But then here comes and gives.
I don't want to watch it again. I can't.
Yeah, he gave Justin the double tap.
I get it. I mean, I understand, right? We're freaking out when we get wrecked like that. We're trying not to lose a lap. We're mad about our car. As 26
we got an incident.
Is wrecking, getting on pit road. What are we doing, boys? It has just went completely off the rail. Race leader Brian Hacker has pit, taking right side tires. I'll be honest. I think
you got to.
I'll be honest. There's a lot happening these last 3 laps, man. A lot happening these last 3 laps.
Yeah. Oh, Well,
Yeah.
we're about to see how fast Hacker really is because a bunch of cars stayed out, and we're going to see if he can make his way through the field.
And over the course of 3 laps, dude, we had Brian Zimmerman turn dead left on the backstretch, parked it down there for a lap. Carpenter got into the back of Coleman. They wrecked. Big wreck back there with Dalton Creech and all them. Then Carpenter gets wrecked. Carpenter and Stanley wrecked. Then Carpenter turns the car around, kills Justin as he comes by. And then Lamphere wrecks getting on pit road. Is that full moon? Am I missing something here?
I don't think it's full moon. I got an app that can tell me, but I don't really want to open it.
All right, tripods in
jinx
the
it.
wild. Perfect time. Perfect segue. Full moon, tripods in the wild. Tell us about it a little bit, Mr. Wildman.
All right, yeah. So I've always had a passion for photography, specifically nature and wildlife. And 2018, before I moved to Montana, a buddy of mine who I met on iRacing actually sent me a going away gift, and he sent me a brand new Nikon DSLR camera.
Oh, that's just cute.
Right?
Keep
No.
going.
Shout out to Jimmy Crow, you know who you are. But yeah, ever since then, bought a few more GoPros and just been going out hiking in the woods, finding animals and recording videos, taking pictures, and just trying to turn the hobby into a little moneymaker for a little bit.
All right, let me sell it for you, Wellman. So that don't sound very interesting, right? But what you see on his channel is absolutely interesting. So somebody like me, I'm not into nature like that, right? I like hiking and stuff, but I like the bear videos he has on there. I like the deer videos he has on there. Just like the random stuff that's on the channel. I find myself falling in a quote-unquote rabbit hole just watching that stuff for 30, 45 minutes at a time, right? So check out Tripods in the Wild for sure. It is pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm starting to shy away from the Facebook a little bit. Not too much engagement there, but we got YouTube for the videos, and I'm now on Instagram for the photos, which
okay.
Instagram's starting to grow pretty quick. But here we go, about to go green. We got Brandon Elvis in the lead and Dale Ogburn to his outside.
Yep, so a new face leading this train around the track. Anthony Rennick gets a great launch underneath Dale. Going to throw it off in there. Niall
Oh,
down Dale.
contact.
Contact between. That's
Oh,
what's sending Rennick
Slide
around.
it. Stay down there.
I can't get clicked on him. He's dropping spots so quick. On pit road, no yellow. Man, oh man. That sucks for Anthony Rennick. 23 car was bad fast. Going to have to put that in the rear view now. Try to stay on the lead lap. As I'm not even sure where he's even at on track now. He's going in 3 and 4. Yeah, 4. Turn 4 there. So we'll switch it as he start finish line. So Brandon's only half a track behind him, brother. Gotta get the move on here. Heartbreak for the 23.
Yeah, that looks like Dale Ogburn just had a good restart, and Anthony tried to make sure he kept that hole closed and might have just pushed up just a little bit, enough to get into Dale, and might have just locked up the brakes trying to stay off of him and looped it. But a good job by Anthony getting off the track, making sure no one else piles into him.
And not losing a lap in the process. I mean, he is at risk now, but did not lose a lap yet as Brian Zimmerman back out on track.
4 laps down.
4 laps down. I'm curious what happened, but I don't want to bring him up and ask him, right? What if something personal? But I wanted to touch on, sorry to interrupt, but I forgot it a while ago. The pour machine, 00 of Hottenbach here. Up 10 spots. Our biggest mover thus far. So shout out to Mr. Rob and all the Bad Company Racing guys. Give a Bad Company Racing update for the ones I remember. You got a Bad Company guy out front, Brandon Elvis, and then Dale Ogborn. He also races with them, I know. Hattenbach, obviously Bad Company Racing. Dalton Creech sitting here in P6, or P8, excuse me. Let's see. Todd Lamphere, he's 14th. And Anthony Rennick is 18th. Justin Coleman is the last BCR driver scored right now. He is sitting 20th, currently 2 laps down.
I'm still trying to get them to change their name to Bad Fast Company, because every week most of them are up there in top 5, top 10 and running great in these races.
Well, Bad Company is good company, and that's what the tonight's race is called, and that's just fitting. I knew this 54 machine, I knew he would be bad fast tonight, because he is, I mean, I mentioned it earlier, he's just really fast when it comes to these flat tracks. He's fast everywhere, but he seems to have a niche for these small flat tracks. And he's putting on a doozy. But look at the 33 machine. 33 machine, now he's known to race modifieds. You touched on it earlier, Kyle. He won a modified race last week in real life. This is a modified track. I mean, this is the home of the SK modifiers. They were designed and made here, for Christ's sake, right? So he's probably right at home at a track like this.
I tell you what, I'm also impressed with Sam Lawson. He's up there in third, keeping up with these boys, and even kind of reeling them in right here. Maybe he'll be able to get up there and force Dale into a mistake and get up to second. Maybe he'll have something for Brandon.
44 machine looking for his best Crooked Line Racing finish to date. He is. He's currently sitting P3. So our top 6, Scotty Stevens to the front. They have not went down pit road at all for service yet. Coming to lap 51 this time by. 49 laps to go. You hear me have to stutter right now? I did a little bit of math. Had to think. I couldn't remember if we did 125 or 100 laps here. So only 100 laps. 49 laps remaining. And yeah, Dale, he's got his mirror full with a hard charging Sam. I think Dale's losing a lot of time on corner entry, Wellman. Look how much deeper he drives it off in there versus Brandon. As the camera angle.
Oh yeah, he's throwing it way in there trying to get there.
So, I mean,
that's the thing about short track racing, is it?
Right. You can
like,
approach it many different ways.
Yeah, you think you want to throw it in there and try to get that position, but really, in my eyes, corner exit is where you're going to make up all your ground.
Right.
So there's no point in throwing it in there that hard, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Sam Lawson's really good at rolling the corner. He's sticking right on Dale's bumper.
It looks like ever since Dale caught wind of Sam being right there on the rear clip of his number 33, that's when the intensity got ratcheted up a little bit for him. As cautioned on the speedway. 56
Tyler Clemens
down there mowing the grass. Whoa, do you see how?
Oh, wow.
Watch this, though. Look how lucky he gets. He's out of control right here, folks. No control, no control, no control. It's Jesus take the wheel.
He's got the brakes all the way locked up.
Slid right through there, bro. That went from salvaging a decent finish to night ending right there fast. So 56 and the 88 machine of Prettyman.
I thought I was watching Tokyo Drift there for a second. Stock car edition.
Woo. Heavy impact for the 88. I just want to jump on board, see if he sees it. Oh yeah, he sees it coming out the windshield. Oh, that close right there at the end of the night.
Oh yeah.
That's hilarious.
That would have hurt really bad.
Mama, the governor's out front. He's been elected in to pole position. Let's see if we can dial him up. Wellman, that you have a word with our race leader, Mr. Samuel Lawson, otherwise known as the governor.
Hey, what's up, boy?
Sam the Governor Lawson. Why are you out front? You don't run up here. What are you doing? How's that car feeling?
It honestly feels pretty good right there where I was behind the 54 and I forgot the other car. I felt pretty good. I feel like I could rotate the center better than both of them, and I feel like I saved the tires. I know I got enough fuel for the green white checkers also, so I'm just going to stay out.
Yeah, it's funny you say that, because I was actually saying on the broadcast that you just seem to be rolling the corner a lot better than they were, and you're also the only one up there in that battle that wasn't using the apron. So maybe you got something figured out there. Staying out here, no fuel, you're good to go to the end of the race. How's your tires feeling?
It feels pretty good. I know O'Danick and the other guy that qualified on pole is coming on freshies, so I'm just going to try to stick the bottom and keep them behind.
Well, Sam, let me ask you. I heard you say right then earlier, you're good on fuel. You have not went down pit road yet, but you are good on fuel to make it to the end?
I'm good on fuel for 3 green light checkers also.
Well, right on, brother. We'll give them hell, brother. As lights should go off on the pace car, maybe. As lights are off on the pace car, so good luck to you. Maybe we'll be talking to you at the end of this thing, buddy.
Hopefully. I just got to figure out when to go on this start.
Whenever pace car hits pit road.
Freaking loser. Oh, Samuel Lawson out front. You know, man, man. Chris Carroll's going to get on tomorrow, and Sam's going to say, as soon as Carroll gets in there, Carroll's going to say, what's up, boys? Sam's going to say, Chris, you be proud of me. I led some laps last night.
Yep, under caution, I led some laps.
It only took everybody pitting, but I led some laps. Come on, Governor, give him hell. Scotty Stevens right there on the back bumper. Got there to the outside. I don't know if it was such a great restart or if Guy Barrett just did not go. Looked like a pedestrian right then. Scotty Stevens not even going to have to do a battle much. But I'm also looking at the 2 machine, the blue 2, the blue deuce or the purple deuce, whatever you want to call it, of Brian Hacker, the newcomer. He's coming. Remember, he led the first 30 laps.
How many 2 cars we got out there?
Right. Look, I mean, look, there's a 2 on every car in the picture right there.
Yeah.
Jesus. There was 5 cars in the picture. Every one of them has a 2 in their name or in their number.
I tell you what, Lawson's doing exactly what I'd be doing. I'd be running qualifying laps right now. Screw the tires. Oh,
Ooh,
never mind.
yellow.
Caution's out.
Oh,
Oh,
Rennick.
Anthony Rennick, and is that Dalton Creech?
It is.
Tony the Tiger?
It's Tiger King and Anthony Rennick. Apparently, Tiger King is Dalton's nickname that I've heard. So let's start calling him Joe. Oh, Joe, your teammate was not ready for you to come down like that.
Oh, Clemens just could not get woed up there either.
They told me Zimmy was involved in a wreck, but that was a lie. It was all a lie. As Clemens taking her down pit road for some service here.
Well, at least it came down on the asphalt this time.
That was Lamphere last time. That was mowing the grass.
Oh, I thought it was Tyler.
Yeah, it was a 26 machine. The only reason why I know that for certain is because of this number font. Of course, I can't see it. I love SDK. This camera's called side view of car, and I click on it, and that's what it showed. So yeah, I just remember.
Well, I mean, it's not completely wrong.
That's the different camera. That's the same camera. But I guess that is side view of car. I guess so. But yeah, so the Bubba Pollard number font is what stuck out in my memory. The governor out front, Scotty Stevens, sitting there. I know he wants a race win. It's been a long time for the yellow deuce, but it also has the purple deuce right there behind him. So deuce, O deuce, and deuce 9, deuce 1, a lot of deuces.
Yeah, that was the last thing Sam Lawson wanted to see, because now he's got Brian Hacker, the fastest car on track, starting right behind him on fresh tires.
He knows he has to go now. I mean, you say qualifying laps earlier. If they was not qualifying laps earlier, Kyle, you best believe they are now.
Yeah, I think the best bet right here is so Sam and Scotty race together a lot. I think what they're going to want to do is get a countdown and hope to get Scotty down below Sam to hold off that 2 car of Brian Hacker. Be about the best option, I think.
So looking up the stats right here for Scotty Stevens' Crooked Line Racing career thus far, 123 starts, has 3 race wins. So I know he's itching for that race win. Last race win came on September 12th of 2022 at Nashville Fairgrounds in the Super Late model. So I know Scotty's hungry. Let's check Samuel the Governor Lawson if we can find him. Governor has 33 starts, yet to get a win, but does have 2 top 5s, 10 top 10s. So Governor wants to get that monkey off his back. We know he does. That first win is the hardest win to come. I'm not saying the second one comes any easier, but it seems like anything and everything that can go wrong when you're hunting for that first win absolutely can and usually does go wrong. So green flag is out. Sam does not get the launch he got last time. Now Scotty's going to be to his outside, and the purple deuce is right there, as everything I just said was not true because he actually did get a good launch. It looked like it didn't get rolling very well.
I think he just waited longer, and the flagman controlled the restart there, and I think that's why everybody kind of stayed up there with him. Scotty Stevens stuck to the outside, might be able to throw it down right here. Oh, whoa, thought about it, but Zach, wrecking on the outside, Christopher Smith.
Big wreck for Smith. We watched him go head on into the
guardrail. Almost getting Zimmy there. He's unfortunately got a blown motor, oil all over the track, smoke in the air. It looks like the O2 might have just tried to.
I think they just get. I think what happened with you and the governor earlier, when y'all got hooked together at Daytona.
Yeah, I think the O2 here just kind of does a premature turn down from the outside, and they just get hooked together and couldn't get apart. Never goes over, but just enough to break that engine.
Did he turn early?
Yeah, maybe not early, but he
No.
cut down a lot right there.
I think he's expecting. So just hindsight right here, right? It looks like he's expecting the O2
Him to go to the apron.
Right, O2 to go to the apron, and O2 don't have to
double
go to the
zero.
apron, or whatever it is. No, it was O2.
I think the O2 is expecting the 00 to go to the apron.
Now you got me confused. It ain't the the 80. Him, Chris Smith, 80.
Oh, I thought that was 2 zeros.
You had me really confused. Then I was like, wait. Now I know the two people that was involved in the wreck. Now you're telling me it's a 00?
Yeah, I'm half blind.
Man, I'm tired as heck. I started to believe you for a second. I was like, dude, am I that tired? But you can't disrespect the true 00 pour machine with the beer cans. That's the best paint scheme right there. I mean, it could have poop thrown all over it, but as long as it has that pour on the side of it, best paint scheme of the night.
Man, I haven't seen his paint in person. What beer cans he got on there?
So I'm not a beer drinker, but it looks like a brown copper top. So I think of Banquet.
Miller High Life?
Oh no, yes, High Life. What about Banquet?
Banquet's got the gold label with the red top. That's my favorite. Best dang beer out there. Real cowboy beer, boys.
Oh my goodness. Well, I mean, you drink it out of your baby bottle. Shut up.
I got nothing. You ain't wrong.
Hey, that sucks to throw out an insult like that and I get nothing and no type of rebuttal. Folks, if you're still hanging out here with us, this went off the rails. It is lap number 72, coming to 73 this next time by. Hit the thumbs up button. Helps out a ton here. I know y'all hate hearing me ask for it, but I asked for it for a good reason. It helps us out a ton here at TrueSimProductions. We are grinding damn near nightly, 7 days a week. All for y'all. I mean, yes, we get the satisfaction of doing it, of course, but you can ask Wellman. I've been sick all day, did not feel like doing this, but we're still here doing it. So if you could, just for me, give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, also, while we're chilling, how about if you hit the subscribe button? Because we are on the road to 500 subscribers. Each and every one does count, and it means a lot. I've heard a rumor. Every new subscriber, Wellman runs around the house in his whitey tighties with a shirt over his head. Now, whether that's true or not sure. What I've heard. As green flag is back out in the air. Look at Sam Lawson. He did not even leave it up for question this time. Got a hell of a lot.
He learned from the last one. Luckily for him, Zach Murphy gets to the bottom of Brian Hacker there, and they're going to battle a little bit. So hopefully Sam can pull away here.
Now
only 27 laps to go.
Oh, caution!
Oh, car flying back up on the track. That might be a big one. Oh no,
it wasn't.
Must have got it woed up.
I thought this was for sure death right here. When I saw Brad Carpenter coming, thought it was death.
Starting to see a lot of guys just kind of drifting up a little bit off a turn and just not realizing the cars are that close. But great job by Brad right there getting slowed up. Great job by great job by that driver getting slowed up quick too.
Great job by our producer to show you a wreck and click off of it as it's about to get interesting. I just want to see what happened I want to see, was Elvis just thinking he was higher up on the wall, did Ogburn?
Yeah, that's my guess. Just these cars are kind of hard to see out the right side, and it's
absolutely.
Sometimes I've done it many times, just slide up into the guy on the outside, not realizing you're that close.
So if you're on a single monitor, which a lot of us are out here, some people do race VR like Zimmy, but if you're on a single monitor, what you're seeing right now, that's what they're seeing. I mean, we're not getting a different camera angle, right? Their FOV may be a little bit different. You're seeing how it'd be if I was in the car, right now. So yeah, you don't really see that guy to your right unless they're edged out in front of you a little bit.
Yeah, and I have buttons set up to look left and right, but when you look left and right, it's full 90-degree turn, so you can't see out in front of you. So it's kind of just a lose-lose situation if you're going to try and look to your left or right.
You almost can't afford to do it on these short tracks, right? Because as Stanley coming around to get his lap back, got some significant damage to the right front, but you really don't have time to even try to look left or right on a short track like this, because before you know it, you're right there at your next corner mark. So you just gotta.
Now not even just that. It's just everything can happen so fast at these short tracks too. You could click it real quick to look right or left, and once you go back straight, they're wrecking in front of you, and you see it too late, and you pile in.
Right. So your pick, Hacker, starting right here to the outside. My pick, O'Danick. He's been quiet tonight, but he's been hovering right around between P8 to P4, right in that range. So if the 21, if he's going to pull through for me, which I know he can, it's about to start happening here. Belt's going to be pulled a little bit tighter. That wheel's going to be gripped a little bit harder, and that pedal's going to be stomped a little bit further. Sorry,
Yeah, Levi, I've never run triples or VR, but I definitely want to get a triples or get that ultra wide one that goes all the way around you. That'd be nice to have.
So I have that ultra wide. I love it. I can't use it to broadcast. I don't like it for that. But
looks like we're going single file right here.
Single file.
That could play in the hands of Brian Hacker here. If he can get a good jump on Sam, he can throw it in there on the inside and test Sam and see how big his cojones are.
Going back to Levi Allen's comment about triples, so I have bought 3 monitors twice. Has 44 cars off. I bought a total of 6 monitors. I've bought 2 stands. I'm almost $1,300 in and have yet to get triple set up correctly to the point where I like them enough. So
Sam with a great restart there, but he's being maybe a little too conservative, or those tires just matter that much.
I think it's tires. We see these late model stocks, folks. They use up the tires way more than other cars on the sim. And 2 car pitted on lap 37. We watched him physically take 2 tires on the right side. Sam Lawson, he hasn't even as much as sniffed pit road tonight, as the 2 car is hounding the governor. Now, you're going to see the governor now. He knows and realizes he's got to start being a little bit more defensive. He's not on offense anymore. He's actually having to be the one that watches the mirror. I look for fireworks to explode pretty quick, Wellman.
Oh, yeah. I noticed off 2 that last lap, Sam came off the turn and then kind of jerked to the left, anticipating having to throw a block maybe as the he's running low again there, making sure that Hacker doesn't drop to the bottom.
So most guys on here, you get about a 3-strike penalty. 3-strike rule, just like in baseball. You block me.
He's going to throw it in here.
Actually, I think on iRacing you get a 2 block. A 2-strike penalty. So look, he's right on the back of the 44. He's showing him now. Buddy, I've been here twice. I've watched you get defensive and try to defend it on me. You showed me what you're willing to do. Now the 2 car's showing him what he's willing to do. So now the 44, I mean, the cards are not in his hands anymore, it looks like. He is the race leader, but for how long? 2 car. It's just faster at getting in 1 and 2. We're seeing it every lap now. Is it those fresh tires allowing the 2 car just to drive it up in there a little bit harder? That's allowing the 29 of Zach Murphy to get up there, throw his name into the hat.
See, if I'm the 29, I'm going to be aggressive too. I'm going to see if I can bump that 2 car out of the way, get him up out of the groove, because you got better tires than the 44, and maybe you got a chance of going up there and winning.
Right. So right now, that's exactly what Murphy needs to do. Lawson just got to just try to stay right where he's at. We know he can't. He's not going to check out now. 2 cars proven to be there. Now it's just got to be mistake free. And now Lawson, he's young. Remember, he's also searching for that first Crooked Line Racing win. And he's brand new to iRacing practically. Only been on here for 3-4 months.
Oh, there's the bumper. That's going to make him mad.
It's 2 car. I mean, he dumped him. I mean, he definitely dumped him.
Yeah.
Didn't really try to pass him too many times.
In my eyes, if you do it in the entry of the turn, it's a dump. If you do it in the middle or the exit, it's just a bump. But that was definitely on entry. He never even gave Sam a chance to even make the turn.
I think at a track like Stafford, so I believe that rule too. But I think at a track like Stafford, it's flat like this, speeds are low enough. I think he's just trying to shove him up the corner, right? Just make him miss the corner. But now it's interesting. I don't know. Yep. Hacker. Dropping to the rear. Race control deemed him at fault. Took that fault caution. Going to the back of the line there. Now, lucky for Lawson here. Now, we're going to see what he can do. He fell back to P6. Not all is lost with this night. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, P6. He can still salvage a great points night as Tyler Clemens, man. Significant right side damage. Hell, I'm not even sure if the right front's touching the ground, Wellman.
If I'm Sam right here, after watching last night's race with Keith, I'd come down and get tires right now. I know it's only 13 to go, but them
Dang.
tires, how fast they're going to be, I would have came down and got them.
Man, you're going from 6th all the way back to 15th, man. I don't know if he can make up those spots in the time. Now, we did see Keith last night. Man, he passed Zach Murphy as if Zach Murphy was tied to a tree stump, dude. It was insane. I was speechless calling the race. I was like, oh my gosh. I honestly, when we saw Keith pit, I thought to myself, I didn't say nothing because I'm not ever going to knock you by strategy on air, right? But I thought to myself, like, oh, you just made a mistake, dude. He didn't. Joke was on me.
Yeah, I was up there minding my own business trying to race for top 5 last night, and all of a sudden it was like that meme in The Office where Angela scares Dwight. He was just there, and I was like, oh, where'd he come from?
So we touched on it last night. Zach Murphy, 137 starts, has 5 Crooked Line Racing wins, but that last win came on April 18th of this year. So he's 4 months, almost to the day, since his last win.
Yeah, he's been really wanting one since the season started in all 3 series.
How
He's
many
been
times
fighting.
has this guy finished second? I mean, how many races have we called to the point where the first thing he normally says is still a bridesmaid when he comes up in the booth?
Not even just races, championships. He's coming
Right.
second in 3 championships this year, and man, he needs a win. But you know, so does Scotty back there. He needs a win. And then you got Kyle O'Danick. He needs a win. It's going to get dicey here with 10 laps to go.
Speaking about the points before they cycle through, Brian Zimmerman 20th right now. Justin Coleman 12th. So Justin's going to gain some points on our points leader Brian Zimmerman. Remember, only 5 points separates them two as they came into tonight. All right, I expect fireworks here. The bomb is getting ready to explode. Fields in the hands of the 29. 29 gets a great launch.
Oh, Sam Lawson in the back of Dale Ogburn there. It's going to be entertaining. I expect there to be
Whoa,
fireworks
Mitchell
back
Muma.
there too.
Mitchell Muma going around.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's so Scotty. We'll go back and watch the wreck, but Scotty lost a spot there, so he could be starting inside row number 2. As it was hard, I saw this happen out of the corner of my eye, but I couldn't really tell Wellman what happened here.
It's just a big stack up on the outside, and I think it caused an accordion effect. And then Tyler Clements just couldn't get wound up in time with that checkup from Creech there.
Yeah, it looks like
Big checkup inside too.
Muma. So it actually starts 2 cars up ahead of Creech.
I think it actually started way up in the front with Ogburn when he dropped the car down to the bottom, and that's what checked them all up.
We'll ride on board with Creech. I think you are right. Lamphere knocked tires off right then bad. Oh yeah, it did. It did. But who is this in front of him right there? Rob Hottenbach. He gave plenty of room there. Went in a little soft, and then that checkup also just threw it all together, and it wasn't a very good piece of pie for Mitchell Muma.
Yeah, and then the big checkup on the outside started when Ogburn didn't get such a good start, and Lawson got in the back of him, and that just got him really squirreling. I think that's why he threw it to the bottom real quick.
As we're trying to get some stats pulled up for us here. Trying to check.
Oh, lucky dog. Brian Zimmerman getting 1 lap back. We've seen this before. He's gotten 4 laps back before and come back and win the race. But that was with about 100 laps to go. So we'll see what happens here. Your pick, O'Danick, up in the 2nd spot.
He is. I'm trying to get stats on O'Danick right now, but struggling to find him. There we go. So O'Danick has only started 48 races. I feel like he's been here longer than that, but he's been mainly a fixture in the modified series, and that's where all his wins have came from in this series also, except one Monday night. So, but his last win came on August 15th, so just a few weeks back. It was last week. 4 mods he won at New Hampshire.
At New Hampshire. Yep. He's blazing fast in those, and he's shown tonight
so
too
fast.
that you put him in anything with a motor, he can go up there and compete.
The thing I love about Cal is like I said, I'm surprised he's only done 48 races. I thought he's been here for a long time. I can say he's actually about the top 3 I've turned laps with so many laps with Murphy, O'Danick, Stevens, and all three of them are good dudes, right? But they know when to ratchet it up. They know when to take that dial and turn it up, right?
So what I'm interested in is we're going single file restart here, and towards the middle of the pack, we got Sam Lawson starting right in front of Brian Hacker. So let's see if that turns into something here.
No, that ain't Brian Hacker.
Oh,
that
oh,
is.
looks like the same from the front.
Yeah, I see that. I almost said that was Hacker too. Okay, that's a good catch. Brian Hacker had to take the EOL. Remember, he led the first 30-something laps. Go back up to the front, though. 3 laps to go. Scotty Stevens looking underneath Kyle O'Danick for P2. O'Danick was the high side rider, unfortunately, on that start. 2 laps to go at the stripe. Popsicle sticks up in the air. O'Danick, he's got to fight now. You can't really cut your losses at this point. But you see,
throw some doors.
Scotty had a little bit of contact right there. Shoved the 21 up. Now Scotty's gone. Now him and Elvis making contact. O'Danick fighting hard on the outside lane, trying to make something stick as the white flag is out.
Elvis threw it in there too hard and got loose on exit.
That's going to allow O'Danick to get down low. Whoa, it gets tight right there. They're hard racing. Murphy loves to see this in the mirror. As
there's going to be a big wreck on the back.
Big wreck on the back.
Sam Lawson avoiding it. Oh, O'Danick throwing the bumper back to Scotty's.
No! Line. Sam Lawson may get a
so close to podium. Came in fourth.
Got P3 as so close to the end of the race. They're battling it out for P2. Congratulations, Zach Murphy, by the way. Don't let that get lost in all this, but no way.
I think this is all frustration here. Little nudge, a door, and then just trying to pinch, getting a run, and just hooked him right. I don't think he intentionally meant to do it, but it just happened.
Look at the battle for P3 right there. Them boys were fighting it out for that podium finish. Man, oh man, what a finish here on a Wednesday night.
Great job by Lawson not to just pile it in there and destroy the whole field after the checkered.
This winning moment brought to you by none other than BAM Racing Videos. Got you covered for sim racing. Check out BAM Racing Videos if you like that in real life short track grassroots racing. If you need your fix for true to the heart short track racing, check out BAM Racing Videos over on youtube.com. Let's get these interviews rocking and rolling, Mr. Wellman. I'll let you do third and second, and I'll take our race winner. Let's see if we can find Mr. Rob in Discord. As we have him here.
Oh, good, Rob. How you doing tonight?
What is going on, my man?
Man, I won't even lie. I don't even know where you were on that final restart or where you came from, but you were out of a cannon there to come home P3. How does it feel?
Oh, man, it feels great. And I got, third last night with the All-Star Racing League, that Brandon Ellis and Dalton run. And, man, I was sitting probably 7th on that last restart. And, I saw what was going on in the backstretch. It was just a bunch of smoke. So I was like cold trickle and just held it down and stuck to the outside. And then Scotty and whoever else got involved over there in 2 or 4 coming out, and I just stayed in it, man. I was like, I was in it to win it.
Let them eat.
Yeah, let her rip, Tater Chip. Yeah, there's a lot going on there on the last couple laps that I don't even think we were able to catch everything. We'll have to go back and process all that, but great top 3 finish. That'll be good for you in points. Got anybody on that car to thank tonight?
Yeah, I'd like to thank, firstly, my wife for letting me come out here and race for you guys and, being patient with me and letting me enjoy my hobby. And then all the guys at Bad Company, man. I mean, we got a bunch of good group of guys. We're all helping each other out. So, I mean, and then, Tanner and all the guys here at Crooked Line for putting on this race and this series. I mean, just all around, just a bunch of good guys around here.
Heck yeah, well, congratulations on the 3rd place finish. Hope to see you out next week. You have a good night.
Yes, sir. I'll be there. Y'all have a good night.
Later, buddy. Congratulations.
Later. Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, let's see. We can get our P2 guy up here. I'm actually going to take over P2. We'll let you have dibs on the race winner. Mr. Scotty Stevens. You got a copy?
I got you.
So, Scotty, I got the unfortunate task of calling Tuesday and Wednesday nights. So, last night, North Wilkesboro on the Tour Mods, you were bad fast, led a lot of laps out there, made a little bit wrong tire call there, middle portion of the race, and it backfired for you. Coming into tonight, you didn't let that happen, all because two-car didn't ever even hit pit road tonight. So, talk me through your race, brother.
Track position's too important here. Stafford, you can't really pass here. So I was going to go into pits when I got turned by the 31 early on in the race. I was sitting 20th, and it's like the whole field just went down the pit road. I was like, well, I'll choose track position over tires any day here at this track. So stayed out, wound up being a great call. Had a couple cars spin in front of us. They would come home second.
So, very, very, like I said, impressive night there. You was in the mix all night long. How much longer? I know roughly how much longer you're going to be here with us. So, I know you can't really do a full season with us because you got to move back to Cali for a few weeks or a few months, whatever. How much longer are you going to be with us racing, though, Scotty?
I'll miss a week or two here and there, but I think the first Monday in October to be my last race.
Yeah, I'll be there. So we got you about another month or so?
A little over a month, yeah.
Right on, right on. So Scotty 2G is going to be around, Elvis. You hear that? In all seriousness, though, brother, good run tonight of that 2-car. Got to get you a new paint scheme. I don't like the 2 font, I'll be honest. So we'll try to hook you up, give you something a little bit fresher, up to date. Who we got to thank for the number 2 car?
Always got to thank EPI for the awesome sets they provide us every week. The Butt Kicker, TrueSimProductions, always great broadcast, Savage Edge Apparel, BAM Racing Videos, and USA Firearms.
Right on, brother. Sound like you've said that all a time or two, so congratulations on the second. And I'm sure we'll be talking to you more if you get to race.
Yeah, buddy.
Alrighty, folks. That was our second place runner here tonight, Mr. Scotty 2Gs. But now, the floor is Mr. Wildman's, as he has now caught up with our race winner, Mr. Zach Murphy.
Zach, the man in black Murphy, how are you doing tonight after that incredible win?
Doing a little better now, that's for sure.
Oh, we were just talking in the broadcast a little bit ago about how you always the bridesmaid, never the bride, and you finally get it done. I said last week, you painted your car black, you're ready to go, and you're going to get one. And sure enough, a week later, here you are.
Yeah, finally getting it done. Feels good to put it in victory lane. Yeah, new scheme finally paying off. Had to mix it up a little bit, and obviously it brought some luck to us. I had to fight through a little attrition there. Got lucky with Brian and Sam having a little incident, but we'll take it. A win's a win.
Yeah, I bet you were glad to see all that battling on the last couple of laps behind you. It got wild back there. I don't know if you seen it in your mirror, if your spotter was dumbfounded by what was going on, but it was a wild show behind you.
Yeah, I mean, I tried to just glance back there, obviously, to check what was going on, and I saw him side by side for a while, so just kept digging, and
Actually, I gave a little glimpse, but nothing else.
Yeah, of course, but unfortunately, the way I think a couple cars got wrecked there at the end. I know Kyle kind of got the worst end of that, so that sucked. But yeah, happy that we could get a good points night here, and hopefully that'll put us in good position in the standings.
Yeah, that should definitely. I don't know where you were before, but I'm assuming you gotta be top 5.
Yeah, we were right up there.
Seems like you're finishing top 5 every week.
You are the points leader, brother, by 1 point.
There you go.
Well, it's good early season momentum. Hopefully we can keep it going. These are turned into one of my favorite cars to drive on the sim lately, so definitely having the best luck in them.
It's unfortunate when we see the guys you're competing with in the points have bad nights, but at the same time, you got to capitalize on it, and that's exactly what you did.
Yeah,
So,
we'll take those small wins when we can get them for sure.
Absolutely. Who you got on that car to thank tonight? Go celebrate in victory lane.
Yeah, I got a new paint scheme on here. Got to thank my buddy Whitney Automotive for being on the side of the car. Thank the guys down in the race room. It was 4 tonight. I had Kyle and Brad down there. Usually Caleb's in there with us. And yeah, thank you guys at TSB for great broadcasts every week. It's fun to go back and watch. And Crooked Line for this league.
Yeah, we thank you for racing with us and watching us after the races. This one, This one was wild. It might be the wildest one we've had in a while towards the end there. So it'll be a good watch.
Yeah, I'll have to go back and tune in. It's always fun to go check in on the action, see how it all played out for everyone.
All right, well, you go grab yourself a beverage and go celebrate with your team in victory lane, and you have a good night, and congratulations.
All right, bud. You guys take care. Thanks again.
Alrighty, folks, that was our race winner, Mr. Zach Murphy, as I moved the wrong person out. I apologize for that. Folks, we're going to close up shop. My little boy who's in there screaming. Let's pull up the results really quick. Zach Murphy, Scotty Stevens, Rob Hottenbach, Samuel Lawson, Todd Leffier. That's first through fifth. Dalton Creek 6th, 7th is Dale Ogburn, 8th Chris Sawyer. Brian Hacker led a lot of laps, came up short towards the end, finished 9th. Dustin Coleman battled back from being 2 laps down, finished inside the top 10. Well, then normally I would ask your closing thoughts, but Kane won't be quiet, so I'm going to go in there and check on him. I want to thank y'all, as always, for tuning in. And until next time, we'll see ya.
Ka-chow.